What's up, everybody? It's Supersmallchibiwolf, and today I'm going to be reviewing Puppet Princess. This is a one episode OVA from the early 2000s, well, the year 2000, and it is around 40 minutes long. Now, first thing I want to talk about are the characters. The characters were great. I like how they are usually mad and serious and ready to fight. They have cool designs, and yeah, I like the, what was it, 1990s anime graphics. Despite this being a anime that came out in the year 2000, it still has those graphics which I love. So the first character I want to talk about is Rangiku. Now, she was a nice sort of cute girl that was skilled at being a puppeteer. She carries around a box that contains many powerful puppet warriors that she uses as a weapon, and she controls them by manipulating the strings. Now, what was it? She is also best girl, and also while there are so many mad and serious people, Rangiku was the only happy and excited one, which I really liked about her. Next character I want to talk about is Manajiri. Now, he was a serious and a little perverted shinobi that was skilled in the art of the ninja. He would be there to help Rangiku if she is in trouble, or be there when she needs help. I would say they make a great team, when they work together. And I love how while Rangiku uses her skills as a puppeteer, Manjiro uses his skills as a ninja to successfully defeat many of their opponents, and he uses a katana. Now, the next characters I want to talk about are the head of the Deathless Ninjas and Karamate Mata. Now, these two guys were good villains, but not so interesting as characters. They were okay for what they were, and they provided some good fights to watch. And yeah, pretty much that's all I had to say about those two. The other characters were good for what they were, but I loved Rangiku and Manjiri way more. I would say they are my favorites, those two. Now, the music was cool. I liked it because it fits in with this crazy and cool world that they live in, with many different things going on at the same time. The intro and the outro was dark and mysterious. Before the outro, it turns into like a more wholesome tune. Then it like changes a couple of times into like different rhythms, and it shows many moments of, well, from the anime, and I enjoyed that. It's pretty cool. Now, the story is about a young girl named Rangiku, a princess that plans to get revenge on Lord Karimate because he invaded her hometown. After seeking help from Kato, she meets Manjiri, who notifies her that he has died. And then the head of the Deadless ninjas show up causing trouble, so Rangiku decides to talk with them only for them to get mad and attack. But Rangiku uses her talents as a puppeteer to help Manjiro fight them. After losing his soldiers, the head of the Deadless retreats, and later on Rangiku convinces Manjiro to help her defeat Lord Karimate. And from here the adventures begin. And yeah, pretty cool, interesting story, I would say. Now, I love anime OVAs. I think they're pretty cool. A lot of people tend to kind of say, like, oh, they OVAs, or I heard many people say, if it doesn't have at least 12 episodes, it's not worth watching. I heard many things like this, and in my opinion, it, I highly disagree. Despite this being not very long, and don't get me wrong, I would have loved a full-on series, okay? But, for OVA and for what it is, I loved it. It was a great anime, and it's really cool. Now, the next thing I want to say is, I think there was many, like, for example, a lot of times from what I've seen is certain animes start off as OVA and later on gets a series. Now, from my research, there's only OVAs. Now, I think maybe, what was it? This kind of reminds me similar to other animes. And not in the wrong way, not in a bad way, but in a good way, I enjoyed how it takes the different types of elements, many positive things from that other big animes say, shonen related, or big movies that are really, well known and stuff like that from these bigger companies. But it kind of handles the way they, what was it? Like, for example, a lot of times we see say one of those shonens where you come out, and then a lot of people say, oh, what was that anime? I'm trying to think of the name. My Hero Academia. I remember someone comparing that to Naruto, and kind of going like back and forth from what I heard. And in my opinion, I wasn't never like a huge watcher of either of them. So to hear something like that, and I have seen some episodes of big animes like that, but in my opinion, seeing something like Puppet Princess, like anime similar to that, like this, I would say it has more heart. It doesn't have like that crazy overhype behind it. It doesn't have that, huge. You need to have such a big investment in it. Don't get me wrong, I like big animes more than the other person, but it's good to once in a while go back and see these underrated animes and see like these animes that are like forgotten or mysterious or like gems, anime gems or underrated. Because a lot of times I find something that I really truly love and enjoy, and Puppet Princess is one of those animes which I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. I was interested. It was intense moments, and I love that a lot. And many times it was comedic moments, and what was it? The story was interesting and got me hooked from beginning to end, and the music was great. And overall, I would say Puppet Princess, from its characters, from its lovable characters, fun story, great music, and so many fun things happening. I love this anime, and despite it being short, it gives a lot, in my opinion. And for that, I recommend watching Puppet Princess because, in my opinion, well, I'd say it's a fact, to be honest. It's an underrated anime that deserves more love. So, with that being that, I hope you enjoyed this video. The animes that I recommend watching are Kill Me Baby because it has, a serious character working alongside a funny character that is also cute, similar to Puppet Princess. And Kill la Kill because it also has a talented girl that uses unique weapons to fight her opponents, and she is also funny and wholesome. And she also has a funny and wholesome friend. For Ryuko Matoi, it was Mako. And yeah, I love these animes. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.